go. Welcome back to the WAT podcast. This is episode. I've lost track because we've been away for like a month. No, 2 months.
2 months. It's been a really long time. It's been a really long time since I haven't seen you.
No.
When did I see you last?
On your birthday.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, that's true.
What the fuck?
Okay, it's been even that was a really long time ago. That was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but it's not like it's been forever.
Okay, yeah,
It was at the beginning of this month.
Yeah.
Fair
Alright.
enough. But
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
But yeah, it's been a really long time since I've been
I guess.
I've been able to come home.
Yeah.
Busy lives, you know.
No, the reason we put it on hold first was because you got vaccinated and you were like,
Yeah.
we'll just put it on hold.
Yeah, exactly.
And then after that, it was just like we either didn't get time to, or there was nothing to talk about.
Yeah. Because no, that's fair. Because during the week you have work, and then like on the weekends you know.
You just
have
want to chill.
Yeah, and you have things to do.
Yeah.
And there was also Ramadan during that day.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I didn't want to leave the house at all. Like whenever I had when I could sit at home, that's all I wanted to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh yeah. I was wondering why didn't I ever
Yeah.
It doesn't
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does. There's still something that I'm missing, and I
Yeah.
realized it was Ramadan, and I was just I don't want to leave the house if I don't really have to.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a bunch of topics, but the first one is it's this first topic is from last month.
Last month, wow.
The
Outdated.
month of April. The
Outdated.
first two topics are from last month.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Completely outdated.
Listen, I had kept them for a long time in hopes that we would record,
Okay.
and then we didn't. But I feel like it's still kind of relevant.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so the first one is there's this Russian dude. Okay. There's this Russian guy called Vladislav Ivanov. He joined a Chinese reality TV
Okay,
show.
I've read about this. Yeah.
And he was stuck in that Chinese reality TV show for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, the reality TV show was, it's based kind of inspired on K-pop, where contestants come and then at the end of the show there'll be I guess a top 11 or something. They'll all be formed into one 11 international boy band group.
Nice.
Yes.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. So this guy, he went on the show, and literally the first, even before the first show aired, he was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. But he couldn't do that without breaching his contract or paying a fine. And if you do if you breach contracts in China, you're fucked.
I mean, I have no knowledge on that. I don't want.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure about how it works. I feel like China is just such a mystery sometimes, you know, because they have their own thing going.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So now the funniest. Well, I wouldn't say the funniest, but the saddest thing is this guy literally did not give a shit. He did not give a shit from day one. He's like, I need to get out. Even he was saying it on TV. Look, here. Alright, so using the stage name, Ivanov told viewers, "Don't love me, you'll get no results." And then he's like, "Please don't make me go to the finals. I'm tired." Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Then he's like, I hope the judges won't support me while the others want to get an A. I want to get an F as it stands for freedom. Man, this guy. But the funny thing is his attitude and his persona inherited its own fan base. They were oh, we love this anti-celebrity guy. You know, the guy who doesn't give a shit. Yeah. And then instead of getting out in the first episode, he was taken to the 10th episode. Literally, he was taken all the way to the final.
Yeah.
They kept him in all the way to the final, and then in the final, some of the Chinese people, they were just trolling him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
in
were
what sense?
Yeah.
No, in what sense were they trolling him?
It's they were voting him to keep him on. So they were like, here. Others called him the most miserable wage slave and celebrated him as an icon of Sang culture, which is a Chinese millennial concept of having a defeatist attitude towards life.
Jesus
So
Christ.
just to teach him a lesson, they kept him on the fucking show. Man, this
That's
guy
so they literally voted him
on the final
well, yeah,
episode.
on the episode where they knew if he goes one step forward, he becomes part of the band.
Yeah.
So they were like, you know what, we need to remove him in this episode, or he's part of our band.
And then like he'll get famous
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah,
So before he gets famous,
we'll
they
just keep him
remove.
for entertainment
But the thing
purposes.
is, I feel like he got more fame by doing all this shit.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine? Fucking hell.
I mean, at least something good came out of being trapped on a TV show for 3 months. Is that he at least got some fame, and like,
I guess.
is he now big in Russia?
I don't think so. I don't know. Like they were like okay, so they were like Russian bloggers who were like, hashtag free
Mm-hmm.
free this guy and everything. Yeah. It's kind of a crazy story.
Yeah, no, that's pretty funny. That's not something. Okay, it's not funny, yeah, but
No,
it's something.
it's kind of funny.
But it's not something you see every day.
No, it's not.
Someone being stuck on a TV show.
No. Against their own will.
Yeah, and then trying and not getting out. Okay, but that I believe that is such an internet thing to do. Is like kind of troll someone. Like remember when people used to vote for Kanye West during the elections just because people on the internet told them to.
Yeah.
So who else was like people just do dumb shit like that.
Mm-hmm,
So no, it makes sense for the internet to be like what, just for lols we're just gonna keep. Them
But
on.
like I feel like this. Okay, so when you think about it, right, you have all these other shows, the other reality TV shows, where, like for example, Love Island and all that shit, where people are literally just there, and they're showing off their persona, and like. I've never seen. Okay, from the one half season that I watched, I've never seen like someone who's so blatantly like, oh, I doesn't want to be there, just not be voted out.
Okay, but like when does that happen? Like that never happens.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. That's
but like,
what I'm
but
saying.
yeah, but you rarely see people on TV shows where like they're like, okay, I want to get out. Like, when have you seen that?
I
happen?
think there was one. Yeah, there was one where this guy. So he got paired up with this girl, and they were together from the first episode, like
Mhm.
from day one, and then this other girl came in, and then she took him, against his own will, and then they were like tight like this, and then I think she was voted out, but then he stayed for like 2 days, and then he just left himself. He's like, I can't do this no more. I'm leaving.
Okay, yeah, but that's different from being voted out. Like, that's
Yeah,
different
fair
from
enough.
being voted out.
But the thing
Like-
is, like that's like he probably like breached a contract or something like that.
Yeah, maybe, but I feel like, it probably got a lot of views as well. Like,
Would you want to ever participate in a reality TV show
no,
and
feel-
then
like okay, but the one thing I can't watch is reality TV show. Like, I have not. It's just one of the things that really bothers me because like I've not watched like the last reality TV show I watched was like ages ago, like when I was like 12 or something.
like Big Boss and shit like that?
No, not even that. Like I got okay. Like and initially, I never used to watch Indian reality TV shows because I thought it was like, man, like it's a dance competition, but people are just crying and they have the flashes, like people, and like the judges are crying and
Right,
like
right,
it's
right.
just like because I remember even recently like it was playing my tati was watching, and it was like a 5 minute dance, but then it was a 7 minute segment on the participant telling their backstory and crying and being like, Akshay Kumar, I used to watch your films when I was like super small and you're my hero. And like so it's and I used to think it was just an Indian TV show thing. So but then I realized all reality TV shows are like
Yeah,
that. They're
yeah,
just
yeah.
like mind-numbingly annoying to
Yeah.
me. So I don't watch reality TV shows. I absolutely get the thrill behind them. Like I can understand why so many people love them because it's just like it's like you turn off your brain and you watch it.
Yeah, it's dumb shit.
It's just dumb shit happening. Like
Yeah.
my sister loves it. Like so she puts on, and it's just
Are you calling your sister?
no. I mean, I have nothing against people who watch it. Like it's to your enjoyment. If you enjoy watching it, fair and well.
Right.
But like it's just something I can't get into. So I don't think I would ever participate in it. Because yeah,
Maybe you could participate in it and,
be
bring change into the reality TV
by
show
doing
format.
what though? By what?
I don't
what,
know.
Yeah, there's no
I
way
don't
to
know.
change it. Like it's at the end of the day, it's formulaic. Like like you kind of know that you make decisions to kind of drum up drama. So
Yeah.
maybe I could do that. Just do
You're
that-
just there to stir shit up.
stir shit up, put masala on everything. Like do because I feel like the more dumb decisions you make, the more liked you get.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So it's not like like people will be like, man, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
It's more like this guy, no shits. This guy's hilarious.
This guy is a shit stirrer. Put him in.
Put him in.
We
He's
want
so
to see him till
entertaining.
the end. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Evan, like behind the scenes, I'm pretty sure like producers and stuff have the power to kind of, make sure that someone who's really popular or brings in like ratings
Stays popular.
stays like or like stays there. So
They must be like, oh, like viewers really like this persona.
Yeah.
Keep it up or something.
Keep it up,
like that.
Or like if they like actually go by the votes.
Yeah.
I'm not like initially, like there's so many things about reality TV shows that surprised me. First of all, I thought they were unscripted.
Yeah.
And then I realized they're scripted.
I feel like not all of them are.
I would really like to believe a lot of them are scripted because I'm like,
man,
how
I think quite a lot of them are to a certain degree, like not fully scripted, but like there's certain elements.
Yeah, like obviously you can't just let people do whatever the hell they want.
Right.
Like you have to have some degree of control.
Yeah.
And freedom. Like it's a blend. But yeah, like the fact that like I thought it was completely like natural. Like I thought Kim Kardashian and E was genuinely like going through these issues when I was like a small teenager. I was like, yeah, you see, because like I don't know what E used to come on, but like it was like some shady ass decoder which had like E,
Right.
and then like what's the channel that Shin-chan and
Hangama. Yeah.
So like Shin-chan and Doraemon would come on. So that's the last time I watched reality TV, and then I found out it's like scripted.
So you just lost.
I mean, like I just eventually I grew up. I was like, I can't stand this. So,
yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I would never participate in a reality TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one of those ones like Survivor or something, because maybe like there's other cool shit to do.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
The drama is minimized because there are more activities to do.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So moving on to the second topic. This is kind of this pissed me off. Okay, so I was on Twitter. This is the 28th April news. So Joe Rogan, he was on a podcast with, I don't know who it was, and he was like, if you're the age of 21 and below or whatever, there's no need for you to take the vaccination and shit like that, because both my kids were infected with coronavirus and like nothing happened to them. One of them just had like a slight fever. The other one, their body was just hurting a little bit. But after like 1-2 weeks, they were completely fine. So he was like, I feel like if you're at the age of 21 and you're like healthy and fit and shit like that, and you're taking care of yourself, you shouldn't get the vaccine. And then the fucking host is like, yeah, I completely agree with you, man. Like, you get to control what goes in your body and stuff like that. And like, bro, listen, like at that point I was like, I feel like if this guy, his kids had like a different experience with COVID, he would be saying completely different things.
No, I don't think that's true. I feel like you need, like, Joe Rogan and people have an established audience. Like, even if his kids went through COVID, like, so for example, right, he's a right-winger, I guess we can say.
Yeah.
He's a right-wing, okay? So people on the left wing or the left side already know, like, if you go on Twitter, you'll realize that they hate him, and the shit that he says.
I feel like Joe Rogan is a right wing, but he like in some whatevers he's kind of sensible.
I mean, I don't listen to
I'm
him
not gonna
enough.
be. I'm not gonna say like, oh, for medical advice and shit like that. He is the most sensible fucking guy on the
Yeah,
planet. But no, but like there's quite a lot of other stuff. But I feel like he talks sense.
yeah, but like regardless of that, I'm just talking about like his like base, right? Like his
Yeah, yeah,
audience is mainly right wing.
yeah.
Yeah, and like even if your kids have like coronavirus, like saying things like no, take the vaccine or coronavirus isn't like that, or like coronavirus is bad or whatever, kind of goes against your main audience's views, which just hurts your own rating. So like,
But like, okay. Let's say this. I'm not wishing death upon anyone. But if one of his two kids had unfortunately passed away,
okay, but that's a whole different story.
that's what
Like,
I'm. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, like if his kids had a different experience with that, he wouldn't be saying that.
okay, yeah, no, but
And the
it's
thing is, it doesn't apply to everyone.
but it's not the same category. Like, even if his kids fell really sick, but then they recovered, it's not the same as losing a kid. Like losing a kid is a whole different experience because you can't lie about like shit
That
like
that
the
that's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
but yeah, and if your kid dies, I still feel like that's a much more significant event changing your perception. And if you tell someone like, "Oh, I'm changing my point of view because my kid died," it's very hard for anyone to argue against him. Does that make sense? I feel like it's more solid to change your point of view because of something like as tragic as the death of your own kid. But like in other circumstances, it's there's not a strong enough reason to change your point of view.
Man,
So
that's like literally so bullshit. I feel like that's just because I my dad has told me like a bunch of stories where it's like the guy is like he's like he's active, he's fit and everything, and he's doing well. One day he gets COVID, like within 3 days he's gone.
yeah, no, it's true. It's very bad, but I still feel like yeah, like uh I'm trying to sorry, I have like an example in mind, but I don't want to say or like identify them. But like I know people, okay, who are very conspiracy based on COVID and like it doesn't exist. Wear a mask because they tell you
You're a
like
sheep.
yeah, no, like like yeah, the numbers are skewed. Kenya is like corrupt. They just want money. They wear the mask because Sarah Center security guard told them, or because they want to. Kind of that shit. Like they put it on for the check and then like it hangs off the one of the ears or like
The
hangs.
fuck?
So I know people who are like that, okay,
Hmm.
and like they have had people like fall sick near them, but it hasn't changed their point of view. But recently, someone died from it, and that caused them to change their view. Someone that they knew that they had related to died, and knowing the people, I still feel like it's a ploy. Like you pretend to care about COVID because the individual died from it, and like that kind of makes you more like
Sympathetic.
sympathetic, or like makes you seem more sympathetic to the situation. So I still feel that's the case, but like that's what I'm saying. Like when someone dies, it's so much easier to change your point of view because like someone's died,
Right.
like someone's died. But like when people fall sick and they've seen people fall sick and recover, like man, like one of their relatives, like the people I'm talking about, one of their relatives fell sick.
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is a difference. But like another group of people we know, they were the same. Someone they knew fell sick to the point for like 4 weeks. He was on a machine, he could not breathe or whatever. Okay, he recovered, and they still go to weddings and everything because it's kind of like, yeah. So, but like if that individual had died, and like I'm talking about like the individuals, like wife, kids, like
Yeah.
they've not changed their point of view at all.
Yeah.
But if that individual had died, when you lose someone like that, then you like, okay, shit, like fuck, maybe we should take care so we don't lose someone else. But when you like fall sick and recover it, I don't think it's. I mean, I might be wrong. Sometimes it's like seeing someone suffer like that. But from what I'm seeing, like seeing someone suffer is not as strong as losing someone. So
Fair enough.
I think with the Joe Rogan, like if his kid had died, unfortunately, like that would be a strong enough justification to even like to his audience. You know?
But is it justified what he said?
I mean, like, you know, like things like this, I don't like discussing them because it's just a headache. Like,
Yeah.
because it's like, what am I gonna say that's gonna change their mind? Like, what is like? It's like just such a like null and void argument because no matter what I say, they're not gonna change their mind, and
Right.
whatever they say, nothing's gonna change my mind. So it's
Yeah.
more like live your life how you want it. Like, I'm not gonna go through the headache of trying to convince you what's right and what's
Okay,
wrong.
fair enough.
It's not. I'm not your dad. I'm not your mom to convince you. Like, do whatever the fuck you want. Like, because like it's so common nowadays to have an argument with someone, and people are just like, yeah, but like they don't change their mind. It's just them kind of
Saying
like,
yes to
yeah,
end
like
the
no
end
matter
the
how many
argument.
valid points you make, or it'd be like this is the study. Like sometimes it's so difficult to get out of that mindset that people have. It just seems so pointless to like argue, and you know.
Okay.
Like if people would change their mind, then like every time someone puts it about like anti-vax or whatever, and like there are thousands of comments telling them they're idiots, or like thousands of comments telling the person defending the person who was anti-vax, calling them an idiot, like they don't change their mind.
No,
So
they don't.
like whatever Joe Rogan says, like whatever, man. Like I don't think I want to waste or give myself a headache, like because it's also so it makes you feel like so helpless because I could think about America, right? Or in like let's say America because they're a country that mismanaged COVID very well, and you see people dying, and then you see ads, and you see people like influencers or whatever still like going out, right wingers still like having a whole protest, and you're like, why? Like if I was American, at a point I would just give up. Like why the headache? Like why stress myself out? Like getting angry at people for not doing what's right
Right.
because it's not gonna make a difference. So
Fair enough.
Joe Rogan, do whatever you feel like. I don't really give a shit.
Okay, I mean,
I mean, like
whatever. Yeah.
it
Fair enough. Fair
agitates me,
enough.
but like I'm not gonna waste like why give him the time of the day.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Okay. Now this is a different. Okay, this is a more funny story, based on vaccinations. But there's a music concert in Florida.
That sounds about right. That sounds like I don't know why, but like when you hear like when you're expecting a funny stupid story, like
Florida.
Florida makes sense. Like,
Florida
that
makes
sounds
sense.
about right.
Okay, no, but like, okay, so the promoter, the
Mhm.
promoter has done this thing where he is selling, vaccinated people tickets for $18, but unvaccinated people have to buy tickets for $1,000.
I mean, honestly, like that actually makes so much sense. Like,
It does not make any sense, bro.
wait,
First of all,
non-vaccinated people.
yeah, no. Listen to the. Okay, I get what you're saying. It makes sense because public health, blah, blah, blah. But think about it like this: America has one of the worst scalpers problems in the world.
Yeah,
Okay, how many of these fucking vaccinated people are going to buy tickets for $18 and then sell them to non-vaccinated people for even like $100, which is 1/10 of the actual asking price,
yeah. I mean,
and you've made like $82 in
dollars. Yeah.
profit.
I mean, like,
Bro, you could like I was looking at this on Reddit and they were like you could sell it for people would buy it for $500 if they
yeah,
wanted
because
to.
that's still half the price.
Yeah.
I mean, who's
Like
playing? Whose concert is it?
the thing, it's like punk rock.
Okay.
3 punk rock bands: Teenage Bottle Rocket, Make a War, and Rotterkin. I don't even know who they are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the people who go there probably are insignificant. I'm sorry. That was like whoever listens to these bands. Do these bands even like 20 people will go, man?
No, so they're like some 250 discounted tickets for vaccinated patrons are for sale compared to just $4,000 tickets. So basically, they're selling 254 tickets.
Mhm.
And out of those 254, 250 of them are for $18, and just 4 of them are for $1,000.
Okay, then it does make a difference. Like it's just 4 tickets.
But
Like
still,
250.
can you just imagine?
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably make a good profit. Like, but Also, considering like the things I've been seeing in America, right? Like parties and stuff, like having like 250 people isn't a big deal.
No,
Like,
it's not.
yeah, like I've seen like people going to like concert which has like thousands. Like you can see like pool parties which have like hundreds and hundreds of people. Like sometimes I just feel like America is just such a disconnected part of the world. Like I feel like they have their own thing going, which
The funniest thing was, when was it, like 2 weeks ago or a week ago?
yeah,
The CDC, they were like, oh my God, we're almost there. Just like, we just have to keep going. And then a few days later, they were like, all vaccinated, fully vaccinated people can roam around with no mask on.
yeah,
And I'm like, are you fucking mad?
yeah. I mean, you know what it could also be. It could just also be like a motivator to get people vaccinated. There's
uh,
like America has to like do that quite a bit. Like kind of like motivate their like
yeah,
kids,
push
like
them in the
push
ass.
them like
Yeah.
like we'll give you a free donut if you go get vaccinated, or we'll give you a free Dunkin' Donuts. And everyone was like, every like person is like, damn, the free donut, I'm gonna go get vaccinated, shit like that. So like I feel like America really needs like incentives, like
Yeah.
because a lot of their like considering for a
But
country.
like, it's literally so dumb because um there was the New York Yankees had like 7 players who just got tested positive, and they were all fully vaccinated.
Yeah, but like okay, like that's what I mean. They're just so disconnected. Like for example, like they remove the mask mandate. Like people can go to cinemas. Like the same way you get the flu, right? Like even if you're vaccinated, you'll still get it. And so I mean, it's more like now that you're vaccinated, you kind of like you could get coronavirus the same way you could get the flu. It's just you wouldn't probably die or shit like or use up our ICU. Yeah, like I guess
Are
like
you sure?
I mean like that's the whole point of a vaccine, right? Is to like
I mean,
reduce.
it doesn't matter. Like, you could get like one of these fucking mutated ones.
Well, then that's your bad luck. But like, what like that's what I mean is like, why stress your brain out on like people who like or have already made their own decision and want to live their life. Like, if you don't want to wear a
Like, I
mask,
just don't like the thing is, I don't get it. Like, okay, fine, you wanna sell these tickets, right?
mhm.
You have 250 tickets that cost $18, and you have just 4 tickets that cost $1,000. How many people do you think will be like, oh, you know what? Like, it is worth it. Like, just
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
get.
mean. Like, who are these bands? Like, would any part of this audience actually be like, man, I'm gonna pay $1,000? Maybe okay, no, that's completely
I
unfair.
don't think they would.
Yeah,
No, 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 no.
I mean,
You could be
dude,
the biggest fan, but I don't think you would pay a thousand
no,
dollars to
people
watch them.
do. People pay.
Not right now. But yeah, like, I don't know.
No, people would pay. I still think people would pay. Like, like we've discussed this that people pay for stupid shit. So
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
like we can't say like people wouldn't pay when we have like countless of examples on this podcast itself of people paying for stupid shit. So
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
like people have their own like did you see that story about like this guy who paid 10,000 like dollars to go see like an OnlyFans like girl?
I
Yeah, he paid like $10,000 and then he like
I put it on my story.
yeah. Oh yeah, right. And then he like went and he like saw her, and then she used the money to go on holiday.
She just no, and all he got was a hug. That's
Yeah, yeah,
it.
I know. But like, and then like she took the money and went on holiday.
With her
Yeah,
boyfriend.
with her boyfriend. Like people pay for
With
stupid
her
shit.
boyfriend, you
Yeah,
have to keep that in
yeah.
mind.
Like people pay for stupid shit. Like people will have their own things that they want, and like if they have the money or like want to spend their savings, who am I to tell you what to do? Like you're a grown man, like
Yeah, fair
or
enough.
you're a grown woman, like it's your money. Do what the hell? Like at this point, like you just like you have to like kind of like decide what you're willing to get agitated about. But
Okay.
actually, there's something on the anti-vax that I could like I want to ask you. So again, with America, people are like, there are so many incentives, and people are criticizing the fact that like, okay, COVID apparently I don't know the numbers because I stopped paying attention to COVID in America have like decreased, but people are like they're so like keen on getting people vaccinated and taking care with COVID, but then there are other like diseases affecting America, like obesity and diabetes and stuff like that, that they're like there's no programs like that, like kind of to incentivize.
What will you do? Give someone who's fasting for 2 days a free donut?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So someone posted it on their story, and like so someone like was talking about how like there's so much incentive for COVID vaccines, but like not for obesity and other disorders like affecting America at a much larger scale and for a constant number of years. Someone replied to that when it was like, well, what do you want us to do? Give them an obesity and diabetes vaccine? Like COVID has a vaccine, so we're
Yeah.
giving them like we want to get this so people can go back to normal life, because like obesity and stuff isn't contagious,
Yeah.
like diabetes, like. But do you think that's a valid point that America as itself, considering they're plagued by large issues like obesity and stuff, should have the
I
same
feel like
programs?
it doesn't even apply to America. It should apply to.
Okay, but
Okay. I feel like the incentive program stuff is very heavily is
American.
American, very American. Um, but like, okay, fine, fair. Okay, for obesity, you can have like, okay, if you're this much weight, you get a free gym membership for 1 month, and then within that 1 month, if you drop like 10 pounds or whatever, you get the next month for free. And if you keep showing steady progress, you get free. So you get like free gym membership, bro. Planet Fitness hit me up.
Oh my god, that complete like it took me so long to process. I was just still like looking at you and I was like, where did that come from? I'm so confused, and then I realized Planet Fitness is a gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, what can you even do for diabetes?
Yeah. So someone argued that the reason there's such a heavy like focus on COVID is because COVID has like disrupted regular life for everyone,
Yes.
and it's like contagious. Like it can spread super quickly. Like unlike obesity, it doesn't plague our ICUs. Like like the hospitals are not gonna be overloaded with patients suffering from obesities,
Yeah, yeah.
which I think is a fair point. But I also don't think she was completely wrong. Like there are like it's the same thing where like people now do stuff for COVID, okay? But like why didn't they do it before? Or like why do programs have to end with COVID like kind of subsiding?
Because it's like you said, right? When it affects normal life, that's when it becomes a problem. I don't think someone getting obesity or diabetes is affecting um someone who's not part of their family's life.
That's fair. Yeah.
As
Hmm.
much as it's a cruel way to put it, but like
Yeah,
that's
it's
the truth of it. And for a country that's so fucking capitalistic as America, you think they're gonna give people incentives
when it doesn't
when
affect
it
them.
doesn't affect them? No, hell no.
Yeah. I
The
guess.
reason I feel like the reason why they're doing this is because everyone can go back to working their
Mhm.
asses off and get everything back on track.
Yeah. So it's more just a capitalistic mindset to like get shit back on track so
Yeah,
that
so that we
they
can
make
start making more
more money.
money. Yeah,
That's fair. Yeah.
like stop working home, start
Yeah.
coming to
Like
stop.
yeah, I'm not gonna catch
We're
diabetes from
paying
you.
we're paying like so much in terms of like rent fees for this fucking building, and you guys are not even coming to work. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah. Okay, no, that's completely fair. But yeah, that was the interesting thing. What's the next
Okay,
topic?
now.
Kevin Spacey.
Okay, the next story is funny. I saw this shit today and I died. Okay, so
Is it
Kevin.
everyone who accused Kevin Spacey dying?
No, no, wow.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
N-
So everyone who's accused Kevin Spacey has died.
You're joking.
I swear that's the thing. Okay, look it up. Look it up somewhere. Like so, like there've been four accusers who accused him, and both have been like have died in a car crash or like have been like they've just died.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, oh well, let's look at it. No, no, this is a funnier
Okay,
story.
hold on. I'm gonna confirm if that's true.
Okay, while you're doing that, let me tell you. Let me read you the headline of this article, okay? Kevin Spacey to make acting return with a film about accused pedophile. The irony, man. When I saw this shit, I died. I died. I don't know how true this is because this is from a Pakistan journal. But if it is true, my God, that's fucking hilarious.
Do you think this is one? Oh wait, this is Geo News. Okay, I thought it was one of those like The Onion or something. But
No,
that's
this is from
hilarious.
Reddit, not The Onion.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And the funny thing is, he's going to be playing the detective who is investigating the pedophile, the
Lol.
accused pedophile.
I mean, I guess he has experience from that, so it's very easy to fit
So
into that role.
the top comments were like, man, this guy took method acting to a new level.
Okay, I just pause. I'm getting a call.
Okay,
Hold on.
fine. Yeah, he took it to the new level. Man has been method acting for how long? In the 1980s, for over 30 years.
Like, okay, no, this is like, I wanna make a joke, but I also don't want to make a joke at the expense of people who have been like, like assaulted by him.
Yeah.
But like, I can imagine in his head him being like, I'm doing this to make the greatest movie in the entire world. Like,
Oh my
it's
God.
gonna be like a fucking blockbuster. So he traumatized individuals for like, yeah, he's dumbass film. Also, it's true. It's actually true. So look,
Okay,
the top titles are like, like the first one is where are Kevin Spacey's accusers now? 3 have died this year.
What?
Yeah, so Kevin Spacey's accusers have died by like suicide, like they've died. Kevin Spacey accuser dies in midst of sexual assault lawsuit. So like every time he has a lawsuit or someone look even like this look lawsuit against Kevin Spacey dismissed after accuser's death. So like every time he gets accused, the person or the witness dies, and then the case kind of gets thrown out. Like even with this like his pedophilia case, the one of the accusers died.
Is it the main guy, Anthony Rapp?
I think so. I'm not sure, but
The
like
fuck?
yeah, like so that conspiracy theory came out where like Kevin Spacey is straight up just like murdering like anyone who accuses him,
Oh my God.
which is just on another level. I really hope he includes that in his movie.
Okay, he's still alive.
Okay, but like, yeah, there are a lot of like accusers that
Yeah, he's still alive.
maybe he's like in witness protection from Kevin Spacey. That's why. Like
But
that
like,
happens.
can you just imagine, or is it like something where they go to the courtroom and then they just see him and they get traumatized so badly that they're just like, fuck it.
No, I don't think like that's it because I still feel like I'm pretty sure some of them have like this feeling of like I want justice for myself and I want him to pay for his crimes.
Yeah, sure. Like, but I don't know. I
I
don't know
mean,
what. Like, maybe he
like
does. Because remember that there was like one. I think like after he got accused, like many months later, he came out on YouTube and he put out like a video, and he's like, "I'm gonna be back" and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, it was the creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen. Um,
but you know what? Like I can't say like much to it because again, like I've never like talked to someone who's been in like an assault situation, so I'm pretty sure that yeah. Oh my god, I'm not gonna talk about that joke. Like that was a whole other traumatic thing that I don't want to like. That would like it was traumatizing for me. I don't even know how you're laughing about it. He's referring to himself.
no.
Oh my god, yeah, that was a whole other thing. But yeah, no, I'm talking like, so it's more like I don't like. Sometimes it's a fine line. Like there are people who are so traumatized with it, and they like have like their own body dysmorphia. They like don't like the way they look, and they're like there's so many like outcomes that I've like been thought about. Like people who go become anorexic because it's more like trying to change the way your body is so vividly because you don't like the way you don't want to be that person who was assaulted. So it varies. It's a very complex situation. So I can't speak for like accusers and like what happens after cases, but I'm pretty sure maybe one or two of them also have the sense of like he should pay for what he did.
Yeah, of course.
And like but the fact that they keep dying is pretty shitty.
That is.
But the fact that no one has like
scary.
even investigated Kevin Spacey for it, like it's not a thing like that Kevin Spacey is like a piece of shit pedophile,
Right.
but you don't really know, like, the fact that he's been murdering, like, or
Has
like,
he been murdering, or has
yeah,
he been
or
hiring hitmen to
yeah,
murder?
is that a thing? Why don't we know about it? Why is it a thing that's happened but no one
Why
knows
is it
about
like
it?
just his
Yeah,
accusers are getting
Yeah.
like why not other ones?
Yeah.
Sketchy. That is sketchy. Someone should investigate him.
Someone, yeah.
Yeah.
What if no one wants to investigate it because they don't want to die?
Because they
don't want to die.
Maybe someone was investigating
Yeah.
and just died.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's better we not
Yeah.
fuck with this guy anymore.
Yeah. No, like you see it on movies, like, things happening, like, people are getting killed off and stuff like that. And I remember when I was small, I was like, man, this can't be happening. Like, there's this sense of justice in the world. My naive brain was like,
innocent
no
were
matter
you,
how
man?
rich you are, you pay for your crimes, like
Fucking
everything
hell.
like goes for you, and then
You are a saint child of God.
yeah, I was a believer, man. Like I really thought, like, things like that make a difference. Like I had the whole, like, like whoever does bad to me, I don't need to
They're
worry
gonna get
about them. They're gonna
fucked.
get fucked in their own way. And then you realize that it's all bullshit. Like it's just lies they feed you, or lies you feed yourself, so you can feel better about yourself. And then you realize, like the funny, like the craziest, like, thing was, like, even that Harvey Weinstein, like the fact that he just like how many people were involved in that
So
shit
many.
that, like, they just had to straight up kill him, like, before anything got out. They're just like, we gotta kill you. And then you see, like, pictures, like, I love the Harvey Weinstein, not the Harvey Weinstein, what was his name, the guy with the island with, like, where he would take little girls, the guy who committed suicide in his
Oh, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, that is a conspiracy theory I love. Like, I love, like, when someone on Reddit posts, like, a whole article about it, like, why this person is connected to Jeffrey Epstein, and, like, why they could be involved. I love it because.
But I feel like every other month there's some other guy who comes out with a picture with Jeffrey Epstein, and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah, like, is that person, like, someone who would, like, go onto his island and, like, engage in, like, sexual activities with little girls? Because, like, that's sick as fuck.
Yeah. Well.
Like, what about being rich makes you want to do that? Like, what is it about?
I
like,
have no idea, man.
having power, like.
I have no idea.
But yeah, again, we're not going to dissect that topic because it's frankly gross. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like talking about it. Like, in the sense, yeah, I don't want it. But yeah, are these all the topics?
Yes, these are all the topics that we have.
All right.
I think, yeah. Oh, what a grim way to end
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
Do you have a question of the day to lighten the mood, maybe?
Do I have a question of the day? No, I don't.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, we'll see you next time on the WAT podcast. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
God damn.